I still remember the sound of her knocking. It wasn't loud, just three soft, broken taps. When I opened the door, my twin sister stood there trembling, her face hidden beneath a hood. Then she looked up and I saw everything. Her lips split, bruises blossoming across her jaw, fear in her eyes where laughter used to live. My breath froze. Who did this? She didn't answer. She didn't have to. I already knew. Her husband, Daniel, the charming lawyer who'd once toasted at our wedding table, saying, "I got lucky twice because I married the better twin." We'd laughed back then. I thought he was joking. But that night, she wasn't laughing. She was shaking. She told me everything. How the bruises had started as accidents, then discipline. How he isolated her, controlled her, silenced her, and how she had nowhere else to go. I remember holding her, feeling her ribs under my hands, and in that moment something cold took root in me. Not rage, something quieter. Precision. People always said we looked identical. Same eyes, same voice, same birthmark near the collarbone. She wore softness, I wore control. But underneath we were mirrors. So when I told her, "Let me handle it," she looked terrified. "Don't, please, he'll kill you." "No," I said. "He'll see you." The plan came together piece by piece. I knew his habits, his routine, his arrogance. He worked late, drank whiskey before bed, never noticed details that didn't serve him. That weekend, my sister disappeared to a safe house, and I became her. I moved into their home, wearing her clothes, her perfume, her silence. He never suspected. He was too drunk on control. The first night, he barked, "Dinner cold again?" I smiled softly. "I'll do better next time." He scoffed, sat down, ate. But I watched him. Every bite, every twitch, every flicker of ego. It wasn't enough to hurt him. I wanted him to unravel. I found his secrets faster than I expected. Hidden bank accounts, bribes disguised as consulting fees, a mistress, his paralegal. I took photos, copied passwords, forwarded emails to an anonymous account. Then, little by little, I started making him doubt himself. Changed the phone lock he swore he knew, moved his cufflinks, left bruises on my own neck. Faint, believable. When he accused me, I gasped, "You did this last night." He froze. "What?" I saw it. The confusion, the crack in his certainty, the beginning of fear. By the third week, he was spiraling. His partners questioned missing funds, his mistress ghosted him, he stopped sleeping, started drinking more. One night, I found him pacing in the dark, muttering, "She's messing with me." I stood in the doorway and whispered, "Maybe you're just losing control." He turned, eyes bloodshot. "You think I don't know what's happening?" I smiled. "No, Daniel. That's the problem. You never knew." The night it ended, I made sure he was awake. I wore her favorite blue dress, the one he forbade her to wear because it drew attention. He stared, confused. "Why are you dressed like that?" "For the police," I said. He frowned. "What are you talking about?" I held up the phone recording. "You'll want to sit down." I played the audio, his voice recorded over weeks, the threats, the yelling, the slap that echoed through their walls. Then the photos, the bank transfers, his mouth gone dry. "You can't prove." "I can, and I will." The knock came right on time. Detectives stepped in. They had everything. As they cuffed him, he looked at me, really looked at me for the first time, and then his face changed. His eyes widened, tracing the edge of my jaw, the shape of my stare. He finally saw it. "You're—" he started. "No," I said, my voice calm. "I'm not her." My sister watched from the car as they took him away. She cried quietly, hand trembling in mine. "You could have been hurt." I was careful. She turned to me. "He knows it wasn't me now." "Good," I said. "Let him remember that for the rest of his life." They sentenced him 6 months later. Fraud, assault, obstruction, his name stripped from the firm, reputation ruined. My sister rebuilt slowly, carefully. She started painting again, smiling again, living again. And me, I moved on too. But sometimes, late at night, I think about that moment. The exact second he realized he'd been outsmarted, that the woman standing before him wasn't his victim, but his reckoning. I told him once before they dragged him out. "You thought you could break her," he sneered. "And what did you do? Save her?" I leaned in close. "No," I whispered. "I replaced her." He found out who took his place, and he never forgot.